I lend money as one of my businesses. Okay. So people come to me. I have a guy that has a Walmart contract, a really weird deal. Guy comes to me and goes, hey, I've got the ability to rent the front of Walmart. You know, those like eyeglass center places in Walmart. He has a first right of refusal for like $2,500 and he's arbitraging to eyeglass centers for $8,500 for rent. He has a first right of refusal on 2,700 stores. And I'm like, how do I get involved? He goes, I need $200,000 of seed capital. I go, okay, I'll do that loan. Now your mind, very different than my mind. You and I could never be business partners, ever. Okay, but we could be friends. So I give him a $200,000 loan. What's my return at the end of the year? 200 grand. I give him 200, I get 400 back at the end of the year, $200,000 return. I double my money. That's what drives me. I don't want to go put 11 hey, give me a 10% return, which I think some people in stocks are like 10% return's great. I would not waste my freaking time for a 10% return. That's ridiculous. Now, other people go, well, how are you collateralized? So I go to that guy, his name's Greg, that I just loaned the 200 grand. He owns 2 pieces of land, free and clear. He owns an Airbnb. And I go, collateralize my money at $450. So I give you a $200,000 loan. I want to collateralize against those 2 pieces of land and your Airbnb at $450,000. So I'm double collateralized plus a $50,000 buffer for legal fees.
So why would he do that instead of just taking like a HELOC?
Perfect.
And like, you're putting that money in.
Okay, so you guys come from the traditional world where everybody you know can go get a HELOC. Guess who can't get HELOCs, Jack? Most people. I can't go. You can go down because you have traditional you're financeable. Look at
hardly. I couldn't get a loan for the house I'm buying. The only reason I got it is because it's with Schwab, and I've been partners with them for a long time.
Okay, so this is interesting.
Ram gave me a good contact.
But you ask
your Chase contact.
You're asking a question of like, well, why doesn't somebody go get a HELOC? In the same breath, you are saying it was almost impossible for me to get a loan.
But still, that just seems like a hefty price to pay to.
Okay, but if you're guys, you're thinking about like, how do I save money rather than how do I make money? That's the difference between the Dave Ramsey audience and me. Save. I want to learn skills that I can go and make more money. Another one, here's a good one. Check this out. This will make a lot more sense than the Walmart contract. So somebody buys a piece of land, okay? They've got an option on the piece of land. You know what an option is, Jack? So I don't have to buy it. I have an option to buy it. They go to Starbucks and they say, Starbucks, we want to build this building on this land. We need you to give us a 15-year lease, okay? Now, when they execute this option, they have a really short time frame in order to execute the option. They need $2 million to do this and get their construction loan. A guy like me, I can wire $2 million to this situation right now. I don't have to go through all the arduous journey, and I can make a deal like this happen overnight. I'm doing a deal like this right now. I'll loan $2 million on the deal, and I'll get 700 grand back in 90 days. Why didn't he just go get a loan? Because no bank, one, is going to give you a loan on dirt that hasn't been developed, especially give you a loan for $2 million to make sure that this whole entire thing is secure. It's not in their loan box. They're not doing that stuff. They like the people with jobs. They like the people with W-2 income. So what do the people that are like me, business owners, how do we go get money? How do we get access to cash?
So do you think that banks are going to start suffering if they're getting undercut, if a bunch of people start using strategies like that?
No.
And why
this is
not?
less than 3% of all the transactions in the country.
And what is your collateral? Because if a bank won't do it
on
with the dirt,
personal guarantee against the developer. He has his own business. He has money of his own, but he just doesn't have liquid cash. Has there been time where you have net worth and money, but you don't have access to the liquid? Right now. So let's say, okay, so Jack, let's do this on my lending business, for example, which you probably don't care about, but this just kind of points out the traditional versus non-traditional mindset. If you find a great deal right now, right? You have a non-traditional kind of funky deal right now, right? And you're not even full-time looking into real estate. What if you were? You think you'd find more of those opportunities?
Probably.
A guy like me solves your problems. So you go, if I ever need money to close escrow in 3 days or 4 days, as a real estate agent, did you ever see weird situations where like the lender didn't close and people got in trouble and deals blew up?
No. Usually the worst case is we get a week extension.
Okay,
that's just not like usually.
That you must have had great lenders. Most of the agents, and I wanted to see this in the comments, guys, by the way, agents will go, yeah, my lenders will kick back 30 days or 45 days. Guess what I do? I come in, I close on the deal. I'm basically a hard money lender in that situation, and I bridge that gap for those people. So that's non-traditional thinking.
See, I offered Jack 7%. He said it was too much.
Yeah, I got 5.7%. So it's, pretty good.
I said he could borrow at 7%, no money down.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a fantastic deal.
It's a phenomenal deal.
I didn't know you had no money down.
What do you mean? What? Guess. Dude, I offered that to you.
Sounds like a scam.
And a few people.
Do you think 7% no money down or 30% down 5.725%?
Okay, so let's think about this. 30% down is the dumbest thing ever. Why? Because I can make way more money. So let's think about just a traditional flip, okay? If I go and buy a fix and flip, how are people buying fix and flips and buying them with no money? They go get a hard money loan, right?
Yeah.
And what's a hard money loan typically? 10 to 12%.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Graham's friends are really cheap. They're 10%. Most hard money lenders are going to be like 12% plus 2 points. Okay. I know this might go over some people's heads. If I can buy a flip with no money down, no money out of my pocket, and I can go flip that house and I can make $50,000 on the flip. I've got a house right now. If I just did this deal, made $55,000. If my lenders give me 12%, why would I use my own money? A small man thinking is this, oh, I'm going to save 12%. So I'll use my money to save the 12%. That's how most people think. But as a business owner, I go, where else can I use my money instead of this flip that will make me more than the 12%? So I'll go do the Starbucks deal, or I'll go do the Walmart deal, or I'll go do other loans that make me far more money than me using my own money on real estate transactions. 30%, Jack, that's lunacy. Where else could you have used the money? The difference is
it would have just gone into stock market.
This is what I'm saying. The difference.
Jack would just lose it in the stock market.
I agree. You could just lose in the stock market. The difference is this. People that are listening to Dave Ramsey, amazing human beings, but most of them are thinking, how do I save money? People listen to me, they go, I want to make money with my money. They would look at that 30% and go, I'm not going to put 30% on a loan when I could get 0 down loan from him. He's going to make 7%. You'd be happy. Mm-hmm. Where else could Jack make that money? Well, if Jack has the mindset of, I'm busy building my podcast, I'm building this business. I don't have time to go find a place to put that 30%. So I'll put that 30% in a more passive investment. Makes sense for you. For me, there ain't no way in hell I'm putting 30% down on something because I know where else to put it that will make me way more money. That's the difference. It's not that you're right or I'm wrong or vice versa. It's that what is right for you specifically. And for you, it's like, I'm busy. You're building a business. You guys are doing all this stuff. You guys are getting Robert Kiyosaki on the show. Who knows what's going to happen with that, right? You guys might be flying out today. You might be flying out tomorrow. I don't know. So you're busy doing stuff. So it makes sense for certain demographics to go, yeah, I don't want to deal with all the stuff that Pace does. I get that. I'm not for everybody. I'm for the people that are like, no, I want to go learn how to make more money.
So if you're trying to grow like 100% ROI in a year or 100% ROI.
Not trying, but I do get those deals, yes.
So what's the most you've ever got burned on a deal?
Okay. I've never been burned on a lending deal because I get more collateral than what I loan. So I have a guy right now that owes me $65,000. We're selling his stocks and I'm getting not just my 65 grand, but also the legal fees involved, plus the return that I was promised. I will make all of the money I was promised, even though he defaulted on the loan. I will only loan to people who have the collateral to do so.
So here's what I'm really confused about. Why would he default on the loan when he's going to be responsible for legal costs and he has the stocks to sell? It's not like in a liquid deal, he could just forego all the legal fees, save that money, and sell the stocks.
You guys got to come hang out with me for a day. You'll see all these fun things. So he's got a permit delay on his project. And so it's been kicked back over and over and over. It's a city municipality thing. Yeah. So I'm basically going to him and I'm saying, hey man, it's been like 6 months. You were supposed to pay it 3 months. So either A, I give you an extension, we write a new loan and we reset the buttons, or you go liquidate your stocks and you get me paid out right now. And he goes, I don't know when this lender is going to get this thing done and I have no faith in them. Let me just sell my stocks. So in that situation, he's not technically defaulting.
I see. Okay.
His new lender that's supposed to come in and wipe me out is just taking way longer because it's a development, right? They underwrite differently.
But what if he just sells his stocks and then buys a Lambo? Okay, you know, so like, do you have any control? Is there like an escrow account?
You guys ever heard of a UCC1?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so UCC1 is a business lien. So I can lien your property. A UCC1 allows me to lien an LLC that owns stock or a trust that owns stock. So let's say you're going to go do business with somebody. Graham, if you and I decide to go start, let's say, a coffee plantation, right? Like somewhere in South America, we want to go build this cool thing. You would want to do a UCC search on me to see if I have any liens on any of my LLCs. A lot of people don't even know that exists. So I can lock up his LLC that owns those things so he doesn't have the technical ability to go and sell anything without my permission.